Hi everybody, how are you doing? So, once again, welcome back to the Solutions Challenge. So, today we are having a session on how to submit a winning solution. And a lot of people over here might have submitted their project or it to submit their project. Lots of people have seen the extension emails to April 6th. Yes, the project submission has been extended to April 6th. We have seen lots of people saying that we are still building, just give us a couple of weeks or a week time. So, we extended the maximum we could, and we thought of giving some guys a boost about the solutions, like how to submit a winning solution. So let's start our session today. And yeah, so we are now here at project submissions. We have gone past the registration, virtual training session has been done, boot camps are successfully completed, and right now we are at project submissions, the most anticipated part, like what is going to happen, how people going to change the solutions into addressing a problem statements. And the most common and questions where we heard from everybody, what to submit. So everything is brief from the website, but just to give you guys a glimpse, you need to submit four important major things. The first is a deck explaining a solution. So you don't have to create something from scratch. You can use the template which is provided in the hackathon dashboard itself. Just follow the template, don't add anything extra, or you don't have to cut short it. If the slide is marked as optional, you can skip it. Obviously, you can follow the template, you don't have to put anything extra or something like that. And a video of up to explaining 3 minutes about your prototype's functionality, a working MEP link, and a questionnaire is what is the MEP link? What is the MEP link? So the MEP link is nothing but the basic link which explains your like a solution core features. Like, yeah, we understand it's very too soon for you to ask you guys to give a fully working prototype. So we're asking a minimum viable product which showcase 2 to 3 core features at this time. So we might get, you guys know what the solution is all about. You know what the problem statements you're addressing. So you know how the solution will come out. But for a third person who's seeing a solution for the very first time, they don't know what it's all about. So that's why we're asking an MVP link which showcases 2 to 3 core features, not the exact full prototype we wanted. And a GitHub repository. Since you have codes, so we are asking the GitHub repo. And this is again for the diet, for the slides, and it's going to be a brief about your solutions and opportunities. So how different, like is the existing solution present over for your problem statements, how different it is from the existing solutions, and how will be able to solve the problem, and USP of the proposed solutions, and your solutions features also. So if you're driving a solution, then you need to obviously show the features of your problem, why it is addressing this problem statement in this, and why it is more efficient than the existing one if there was one, or why it's the very new solution and why we are addressing this problem statements, and process flow diagrams and use case diagrams. And these mock diagrams and wireframes are optional, and architect diagram of a proposed solution, and technologies to be used as solutions. And we all know that if you use Google technologies, it's always extra credits and extra points. Who doesn't like extra, right? And estimated implementation cost, it is also optional. If you are not sure about how the implementation cost will, then it's totally optional. And the snapshots of MVP, if you're doing the MVP, then obviously you can take a couple of snapshots and add it there as well. And additional details of feature, if you wanted to add something which stands out your solution apart from any other submitted, then you can add it. And need to provide the links to your GitHub repo and demo video link and the MVP list also. So the video, 3 minutes video, what I'm gonna speak in this video. So we made it very simple by breaking it down. The first initial 30 seconds, explain the problem statement you have picked. No matter what the problem statement you're addressing, if you're going for the open innovation also, just say what you're going to address. What is the cause you're going to take in hand? What is the solution you're going to address for the problem statement? So the next 30 seconds speaks about the solution in depth. Say, for example, if you're taking a hunger kind of thing, say that this is the hunger. Say if you're taking a particular region, say this number of percentage of hunger percentage we are having in this region, and that's a problem statement we are handling. And 30-second explaining a solution, how your solution gonna handle this hunger in this particular region or some whatever place you took, and explain your features as well. The next 30 seconds go for the speeches of explanation. And the last 1 minute of 30 seconds, you can explain your demo of minimum viable products. You can just go through how a solution works. You can include that in the video so that people who see or evaluate can have an idea how your solution will implement in the future. So as I told MVP, so MVP is nothing but the minimum viable product which you need to submit to showcase the minimum 2 to 3 core features of your solution. And the most important part, evaluation criteria. So if you've gone through the website of the hackathon dashboard, then you must have known how the evaluation will take place. But I will still go through this again. So the evaluation criteria is divided into four parts. The first two is technical merit and user experience. Each holds 40 and 10% respectively. So technical merit, Google Developer Technology Utilization. So how effectively if you have integrated Google Developer Technologies, that's gonna hold some points in the technical merit. And suggested tools, as I said, extra points is always good, right? So if you use Gemini, IDX, Vertex, AI, any Google technologies in your solutions, it's gonna give an added additional points. And is your code well written and efficient and maintainable? See, always giving a proper well written code cracks anything now. So make sure your code is well written and structured. Scalability and sustainability. So is your code is well easier to implement in the future improvements, or it can be re-improved, re-improvised in futures? That's going to also come under technical merit. The next is user experience. Obviously, what's there without a good user interface, right? So how well your solution is good for the user experience. Is it user friendly, accessible? Is like a common man can go through your solution and they can understand what it's all about. So that's also going to hold a good number of thing in the user experience. Integration of AI tools. Say for example, in future, if there are any integration that need to be from, say for example, you're gonna add an AI tool, how seamlessly we can integrate into your solutions. That also hold some points in the user experience. And the last two is aligned with the cost and innovation creativity. Each has 25%. So how well your solution is aligning with the costs. If you pick a problem statement particularly, we will see how your solution is particularly addressing this problem statement. And does your solution effectively contribute social good? Does it really brings the change? That's what we are fighting for. That's what we are here for. So we will see that will your solution bring a perfect change. And innovation and creativity. Is your solution unique? You can ask, if I'm refining a solution from which is already there, then make sure your solution stands out from the previous one. And could your solution significantly change or improvise existing process industries? It's going to change how well the solution will change the existing industries or existing solutions or existing thing well efficiently. So that's for as of said. The reason why we are here today is not only for just going to the timeline again, giving the what are need to be submitted and the evaluation criteria alone. There is something which we thought we could give to you guys, which might motivate you. So we bought two expertise in this field. Like they are the people who are the part of 2024 Global Level Solutions Challenge, yes, last year, and they cracked the top 100 in global level. And with heartful of applause, I would like to welcome Team Live with Yog and AidMasters onto the stage. So yes, Shraddha, you can.
Okay. Hi everyone. Okay. Yeah. Am I audible? Yeah. Okay. So hi everyone. This is Shraddha. I am here today to guide you how to submit a billing solution. So last year we are under global top 100, and our project name is Live with You. So let's get started. So when we are participating such types of hackathon, showcasing your project is the most important thing. And we can showcase our project such as with the help of the video like MVP and also review file. So firstly, let's get started with how to submit a demo video. We are the first thing about the demo video is it is the first virtual impression. So you have to make a video in such a way that it gain our immediate attention. Secondly, thing about the video is a clear communication. The message that you want to convey through your video should be clear, such that about your project and how you approach the solution, which problem statement you are approaching, it should be clear. Secondly, we can just clear all the points or include all the points in the form of the engagement, such as a storytelling. When we are just saying the things in form of the storytelling, it become more engaging. So try to convey your things in the video in form of the storytelling. And lastly, always be creative. because as it's a first impression, you need to show some creativity so that the viewer or the judge can think about your project and like looking forward in your video in an interesting way. And professionalism, just know some tips and how to make a video, skill video, what is like professional, how to make a professional video. So also research on that topic and then just start with the demo video. Second thing is steps. Now I will tell you the steps how you can create a effective video. So firstly, you need to like plan a script. A script contain all the points that are mentioned when at the time of the video submission. So firstly, just mention all the points. Try to include all the points that are given when we are submitting the videos that Ganesh already tell you. Instead of that, in the script, you can also maintain the flow. Second, record. The voice that you are giving to the audio to the video should be clear so that it can easily understandable by the judges. Thirdly, simplify visuals. Instead of using the text, we can use some effective things such as the images, video clips, and like so many things. In this, you can just for making your video creative, you can use the memes. By using all these things, what the best we can do is just having enough amount of space in your video or in your just screen that is displaying in the video. So try to use the images, video clips instead of text. And subtitle, don't forget to add subtitles, it is the most important thing. And lastly, check the video quality. It should Your video should be in a proper quality. Now let's talk about the some mistake that we do when making a video, and you should try to like avoid these mistakes. Firstly, text overload. Try to minimize the text as much as possible. As I suggest you use images, memes, video, like short video clips, such types of things. For example, when we are just telling about text tag in the video, try to like use the logos of that text tag instead of like giving that text or like writing your text tag in form of the like text. So avoid using the text as much as possible. It's make your video more like creative. Or it also most importantly don't bore the judges. Secondly, lengthy explanation. Avoid using the lengthy explanation. Give the explanation. If you want to give the explanation, then give it as much short as possible, and try to make the video that is engaging for the judges. And the best thing you can do is like in form of the storytelling. And lastly, audio quality. Please make sure the audio that you are using to the video should be clear and professional. And lastly, video structure. Maintain a proper video structure such that you can start your video with the why. The why also includes some researches like which problems are like why you choose that problem statement, what like researches on that problem statement records. Then secondly, include what problem statement you are solving and then how you solve that problem statement, and give the UI or like video recording of your project or of your app or web, whatever it is, to just give a recording so that it is become easier for the judges to just have a look how just to know how your projects look like. You just try to maintain the structure. And lastly, end it with the text tag that you uses in your project. These are the few common mistakes that you should avoid while making a video. Now let's talk about the readme file. Readme file is also important to because they just navigate the judges how your projects look like. So in your readme file you can start it with the introduction of your project, but don't forget that introduction should not lengthy, keep it short as much as possible. Features of the project, highlight all the unique features of your project so that the judges can like understand the which problem statement and how you are going to approach that problem statement. In this round or in this summation, what they wanted to know how you approach the problem statement. So approaching your problem statement and plus you how you are showcasing your problem statement is the most important thing. So work on approach and how you are showcasing your project. Second thing, screenshot of the project. UI is also important when you are submitting your project. So try to make your UI simple as much as possible and add some screenshot in the README file as well. And second, installation and setup. To navigate the viewer and judges, what you need is just to give a proper installation and setup so that they can easily understand your project and like know how it's how to like set up it. Lastly, contribution. Include the contribution of your team, like just show them how what participate do, what kind of contribution. So this is all about the readme file, and this is my QR of LinkedIn. If you want to connect with me, you can. That's all from my side. Thank you. If anyone is having any doubt, they can ask.
Yeah. So if anybody is having any doubts, they can drop your doubts on the comment section. We will take it from there.
So, yeah, just making difficult to write it on the phone. Okay, so one of the question is my solution is new, but that is making difficult to write it in on the PPT as per the requirement. PPT is first. Okay, so what in this thing what important is how you are approaching your project. The solution that we are just submitted last year is also unique. So like try to if you are just facing any problem while submitting the PPT or how to make your PPT, so the best thing is try to include the images or logos and video clips so that it become like it become interesting for the viewer to just see your projects, to try to include these things, and that's how you can do. Is it necessary?
So to add this PPT question, you guys can follow the template which is given in the hackathon dashboard. You can say alter the solutions a bit to fit into the template so that it will be easy for you to submit the PPT.
You have to submit the readme file, because I believe in the submission, Ganesh, they are asked for the GitHub link. So in the GitHub link, you need to submit the readme file. It is compulsory to like ever read, right?
So
So the MVP is all about the process of how you approaches your project, all the development and the tech stack. So in your MVP, focus on why this problem statement you are solving, how you are solving. Try to include the some data about like how you approach, why you approach that problem statement, and like if you can also include the recording simple way in the MVP. But the best you can do also in the MVP is just give the video recording of your like project, and in at the side by side you can also give the explanation like which feature you include and why you include your feature. So like in the MVP or in the video recording phase of the MVP, what you can do is just give the explanation of the unique features. So like this is how what the best the if you don't get idea what to do in the MVP, then you can just record a record video of your project, and with the audio or the explanation of the features you can submit it. Suppose if you are building a share of the website for, then should be deploy the website. No, there is no. You have to deploy the website and give it their link to the in the readme file of the GitHub. There are so many free websites, like there are so many free platform where you can freely deploy the websites. Should be include tool to be used in the future also in the PPT or the tools you used in the MVP. For now, what I believe, you can just use the tools at this point you are using. Like right now you are using what type of tech stack, use that only. Don't include your future tech stack. Yeah, they are same MVP and video.
So I think that's the first of all the questions we have right now. So if you guys have any questions, please do drop in the comments. Once we conclude session, we can have a final Q&A sessions. So with that, we can move on to our next speaker, Adarsh from Team AidMasters.
Uh, hello, everyone.
Hi, Adarsh.
Uh, so I'm from Team AidMasters, and I'm gonna share some of the tips with you about the solution challenge and how you will gonna submit your solution and make it effective. So we tried lot many approaches. Even when we were submitting our solution, our MVP was not ready. So we tried that to focus on some points so we can improve our so we can improve our submission, we can improve our answers. So there were a lot of opportunities during the throughout the process of your solution challenge journey. And the opportunity, it could be getting the credits out, implementing different solution or different Google technologies which access you are getting in the your journey or in your process. So those were the one of the things. And when we were building the application, we are not going for the very feature heavy type of thing. We were going in the format of we can make it simple, we can make it minimalistic, and yet make some sense out of it, or a solution out of it, or a logical effect out of it that why someone will use it. And also, the very important thing when you are building your solution or submitting your solution, that you are communicating well with your team, with your peers, and making their efforts out of it. It could be possible that your team is a combination of some technical guys, some documentation part of guys, some design guys, and they are implementing and they are coming into your solution in the same format. So put their effort out, take their skills and improve your solution with that. And to grab all the points, so you can see there will be a multiple question in the form you will submit for the solution challenge, and the important part how you write your answers. So focus on that. It could be possible your MVP is not ready, but focus that how you're going to write your answers. So first of all, define the scope of your project, that what will be its user base, what will the audience be, and who will use it and why they will use it. If it have some plans of it could have free plan, it could have subscription based plan, and you are you are giving your thoughts in that direction. So think about it, how many area or how much of the feature it will cover. So in the documentation, there will be a talk about the technologies you are using, focus on the Google technologies and explain how each of the technologies you are using in your project. Also, there will be a question have you tested your app with the audience? So think about take the help from your college, take the help from your peers. Also, there will be multiple college groups in your college or your academic institution. Take help from them, spread your app there, tell them that you have make an app, can you give them audience. Like our app was it was a donation drive app. So what we are doing is we are displaying different donation drives or different events in the locality and giving it to the hand of we have NSS group in our college. So we gave the app to them and they gave us the user in format of registering one event in our application, and the multiple people are able to see that their one event is registered, and they're updating user and the audience about the app in there. So documentation is important. Focus on that. Focus on the questions, and also in the the feedback process. So take as much feedback as you can about your app. Ask to your peers, ask your friends, spread the APK file or the MVP file in your college groups. Ask about the code. Ask your seniors; they will give the better advice on it. And think about something new. There will be a multiple solution, like people gonna make some food drive donation app. It could be possible that the base idea is same, but what the feature you are building onto it and what new thing you are doing onto it, that's the important. And experimenting with the technologies, like there will be a multiple technologies coming into the market, and there's a lot of viral things, so you can utilize that also. Like in recent there was access the Twitter platform is full of the image generation. You can use that in your app, or maybe you can simplify your app, or just convert your app in that style which is including those styles to make it bit different, bit unique. So as much scope you limit to your app, or as much you will be shrink your application in the particular zone, you will be able to get most the points out from your submission. and be there with your team. Like there could be one of your teammate is not able to help as much as possible, but try to take the effort out. We are gonna submit our app. Let's do something together and let's fill that form and build the application which we have left or something like that. So these are some of the tips we utilize during our submission. Documentation helps us out. Like even our app was not ready by then, but we write the answers very well. We write the scope very well, that how our app gonna help to the audience, and that helps us out to make a position in the global top 100. So those are some of the tips from my side. So yeah, also this is our app. It's Garden Care, and you can scan the QR if you want to download it. It is live now. We worked after the solution challenge. It was like it is the collaboration of NGO and the team. So we continued development and we able to deploy it last year. If you have any doubt, you can write in the chat. Okay, cool.
Yeah, can you hear me, Adarsh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, if you have any questions for others regarding his previous year's experience, anything, you can drop it in the chat, or you have any specific question related to the solutions, what they have created, you guys can definitely drop it on the comments where we can pick it up.
Uh, So there's a question how to create MVP link of Android applications. So like what we did, like there's a in GitHub there's an option that where we can upload your APK file and it will make a release APK for you. So there's some there's it is called the release of your application. So there will be a different version of your application, and where there you can upload the APK. And once you will upload the APK there, you will get the link and you can upload it as a MVP link in your submission.
Okay.
Yeah, should we include tools?
So AI video can be used to explain our project. So let's jump on to Q&A. So before Q&A, I'd like to thank both the speakers who are in this session today, who gave her time to explain what they have done in the previous and giving some tips to all our current participants as well. And if you guys have not claimed your solutions challenge badge yet, and this is the QR code, which I cannot keep the next 15 seconds on the screen, you can scan this QR code and claim your solutions challenge. But if you're not done yet, and yeah, now it's a time for ask your queries. Let's go with starting from one by one. And I've been seeing someone is asking AI video can be used to explain a project. Yeah, you can use AI voiceover to make the communication more clearer and crisper. But we do prefer if the whole solution is walked through by yourself. You can give the AI voiceover. That would be better if needed. So if MAP submission and video submission all same, so the video submission, the bifurcation are different. Like you're gonna explain what's your problem statement is about, what is the solution is all about, and how it's gonna approach, and what is the MAP is all about. But MAP is totally different. MAP is basic version of your product or a website or an app. It includes like two or three core features, like what is the solution is going to do and how it's not going to be a fully deployed prototype, but it's going to have some core features like one or two or three core features. So that's the MVP. So MVP is a bit different from what the video, the demo video which we are asking currently. So what if there is a similar app out with similar features? So speakers, do you have any suggestions on participants who are building refining existing solutions, like how they can implement their unique signature into the solutions? If you guys have any tips or tricks which can make a solution stand out unique, you can definitely share it towards them. So you have to unmute yourself, Adarsh.
Yeah. So make your solution unique, as I said in my presentation, that you have to limit the scope of your application, that what it's gonna do. And if you don't able to find it's like similar to a application which is already there in the audience and the market. So try to build a feature which will make it unique. So like in our example, so there are multiple application who hosted the drives or events, but what you can unique that you can implement the feature of Google Map, include the how you will donate something from your location to the donation center. So make such small features which will be counted as a unique factor or the USP of your application. So try to think about it and put it in the documentation is first, and then start building into it. If the like if you are going to submit it by by tomorrow or maybe day after tomorrow.
Okay. And do we have any new questions over here? Unique questions have not answered being. So there's a new question came in. There is no working AI feature in our app, but there is a very good UI, and we used dummy data showcase. Is it fine or not? So the most theme of this is AI for better tomorrow. The world is evolving, right? Everything is going to get into AI. So I don't know why you're not using AI when it is available all around yourself. So make sure you have incorporated or implemented some, if it's possible, you can use in the very minimal. So what to say, you can implement in the very basic step of also AI, or you can implement the AI in the very basic step. It's not though necessary to use it, but it's always good to have an AI in your project which can automate the process than an human interference, right? And not to mention, we have extra credits or points for using Google technologies. So if you're planning to incorporate an AI, make sure it's a Google AI. So if your project is in hardware, I'm sure you must have a coding or everything in the backend to run the hardware component. And you can add those things in the soft copies of the what we're asking currently, the PPT, MVP, as well as everything. And for prototype, as of right now, we are not asking a fully deployed prototype, but we do need the 2 to 3 core features running on your MVP link. And there is a question for the speakers, I think so. In which year of your degree or engineering did you win the hackathons? Please tell Sharon, madam.
So I was in third year during the hackathon and part of the Google Club of my college. So that's how got the I got the information about the solution challenge and participated into it. And yeah, I am
Okay, so I am
yeah, you can go on, Susan.
okay. So I'm also in my third year. At that time, I'm a GDSC lead, so that's why I get to know all of this thing. And it has become compulsory for me to join so that I can like motivate my other members also to get participated. So that's why I participated, and I'm in my third year.
Okay, I think you guys got your answers for that. And we have another question like, so what's the last day to submit a fully functional and deployed website? So as of right now, the project submission has been extended to 6th of April, and the initial submission is project submissions. And once that project submissions evaluated, and if you got shortlisted and you top the next phase, the dates will be also the timeline is also in the website. And if there are any changes, it will be also communicated to you priorly. So the fully functional deployed website, there is a brief timeline given on the website of the hackathon dashboard. Please do refer to the website over there. Either it's totally up to your call. You think you can use any Android app, or you can use Flutter. You can also work on a web app also. So I think that's it. Other questions I can see from my end. Okay, there is one question came in actually. What are the small mistakes you think you made during your submissions? Speakers.
So, like the mistake could be you could stuck in some of the questions when you fill the form, or maybe your MVP isn't ready. Because the same thing with us was there. Ki our MVP isn't ready. We shared the link of GitHub at that time, and also there was this thing ki our GitHub code isn't fully functional and it's not something which is stable yet. But thing is ki they will give enough time to the submission, and they don't want the complete MVP right now. They just want ki what your approach is and what you are trying to build and how beneficial and how good it for the audience. So focus on that aspect. Don't think about you need something very good or very stable, very functional. Just think about what's the use case it will tell to the audience and it will show to the audience. So yeah, that's from my side.
Shah, do you have any mistake to share from your previous experience?
Yes, yes. So, like, same thing from my side also. Like, at the time of the question answers, like the form submission, you have to be like careful what you are writing, and also, when we are submitting our project, our like ML model is not such having such accuracy that it's required. So yeah, we don't actually experienced in ML at that time. So that's why firstly the thing is our ML model is not such a strong or having a, such a great accuracy. And secondly, like question answers. Yeah.
And we do have one question from Yasin. So your backend needs to be should be working when we are evaluating now. So after sixth, if it's not working when the evaluation phase is going on, then there might be not 100% conversion rate what the solution is all about. So make sure at least your backend works until the evaluation phase gets over. And we have another couple of questions. And do you people make proper backend or just go with the Firebase? So how you guys approach this one?
So we are having a proper governance. The thing is, at that time, the only drawback is this. At that time, we don't have any such like accuracy in the ML model. Otherwise, from our UI to backend, everything is like perfect. Good. We take time even to make our UI or decide what the tech stack we are using, how backend is working, how ML model is working. Even at the time of the data set, we don't have any like we don't find the data set according to our requirement. So we also like need that data set. So like due to that problem, our ML is not having such accuracy. But other than this, we are having proper backend and thread. All the other things are looks good in our project.
Okay.
So our backend was on Firebase. It was like because we are using Google Cloud and we need cloud function to work. So that's why we were using the some Firebase to make the cloud function call from there to the cloud and do some ML processing on the events or their content. So yeah, our Firebase backend was working well and the app was also good, but there was some bugs into it. So we focused more onto the writing part.
Okay. So there is one other question. So what do you think differentiated you guys in the top 100 and the winners of the hackathon?
So, like as I mentioned, there are two things. Firstly, the idea that we like chooses, it's somewhere unique idea, and secondly, how we are showcasing our project. Approach and how you are showcasing your project is the most important thing, and this is what distinguished us from the others. Like we focused on how to showcase our project, how to like convey our idea to the judges. So these are the important things. Others, you want to add something, then you can also add.
Yeah, like the core thing is that how you think about your solution. So, like, if you think like it's the really good solution and make the good feature out of it, you will be able to make it. There will be no such thing like if you are not bored out of it, you're building something which is really helpful or really good, you are getting interest into it. So yeah, that's the thinking of your solution.
So we are at the end of a session. I think that's gonna be the time frame which we gave for a session. Maybe we can last final couple of questions we can take. So this one is asking like, can I correct the presentation after submitting? You can update the latest presentation before the deadline. So if you submit the solution like the PPTs and every links again, the latest submission will be considered, and it should be done before deadline. After deadline, you can't edit or change any submissions. And so we are at the end of our session right now, and I would like to thank both of the speakers. Despite this weekend in your busy schedule, has just made your time over here for the 2025 participants. And if you guys have any doubts, and please do mail to the support areas. We will be more than happy to take and help you guys from there. And thank you so much for everybody who have joined this session, and a special thanks to the speakers as well. Thank you so much, guys. And you just really made some really eye-opening moves over here. I hope participants have learned and get grab some point from you as well.